It's March 30th, 2020, and this is the post-game show for the S&P 500. Um, just want to say I am not a trader, and everybody, this is for amusement purposes only, and you should trade at your own risk and do your due diligence. Um, so I want to look at the SPY because that's basically what all I trade. Sometimes I do the Qs or the IWM, but the SPY is my main thing. Anyway, and this is what happened today. So for the last 20 days, we have been well, the last 10 days. I'm sorry, the last 6 days we've been going on an up channel after that huge downward spiral that we had for quite a while. And these are the trend lines from the top of where we were a month ago, and we were trading down until the last Monday of last week, and we started coming back up. Uh, and you can see on this chart that we have gone up and traded sideways a bit on between Wednesday and Thursday. And then we went up again and then traded sideways again on Friday and kind of today. Uh, and the trend line that we have from the beginning of Monday the 23rd is still intact. And we are double topping here, triple topping actually, 1, 2, 3, at the 260 level. We hit it on Thursday. The Thursday was Thursday evening, so maybe that didn't count. But Friday we hit it and came back down, touched the trend line, and today we hit the 260 again, and we stayed up at till at the end of the day. Our positive DMI and our negative DMI, since last Monday, it has been positive DMI above the 20 line for the most part of the last week and today. And our trend line, the ADX line, has been following through with a little tuck under here, and then following through again, and then tucking down under the 20 one more time, and then following through today. And pretty much letting you know that the traders keep buying, and we are still in an upward channel. So let's zoom in. That is the 20-day, and we can go to the 10-day, and we can see that our uptrend is still intact, and our positive and negative DMIs are diverging with our ADX line climbing. Yeah, that was all day today. That ADX line was climbing. And then coming down to the 5-day, well, we'll do the 5-day 15-minute. 5-day 15-minute, same thing. That trend line was intact. The positive and negative AD lines were divergent, and our ADX line kept going up. So that should have been a telltale sign that yes, we were going to have a positive day, or the odds of us having a positive day were better than going down and retrace and having it instead of a positive day, having it a negative day. If these were the other way around, positive DMI and negative DMI. So that's the 5-day 15-minute. The 5-day 15-minute you should really go to make sure you're staying in your trend. Everything else, well, everything less than this is kind of a lot of clatter. So you have to really read through it. But that 15-minute was definitely showing you signals. All right. So where are we at here? This is the 1 day, 1 minute, minute by minute play of today. So at 9:30, we opened up at the 257 level, right where our price line was from. I believe this was the Friday close was the 257. This dotted blue line is the 5 day all-time high, and this is the trend line coming from this. That is the trend line. That is the trend line coming from the last Monday's trend line. So anyway, we did open up and go up to the 257 level and then come back down to that trend line. Touched it, and then it was all bulls from there on today, except for maybe a little dip. You didn't know what was going to go on here. But for the most of the day, you were trending up. And especially here, when it broke your trend line, short trend line down, and it kept going up. So by 11 o'clock noontime, you kept trending up, and we pretty much stayed there for a while. And we could have taken this trend line here because it broke and moved it down over here just to see how our day is going to go. We're keeping track of our days, our timeline here. And then it kept going up. And then over here around 12 o'clock, it dipped below the trend line, but that's okay. It didn't dip that much before it started going back up. So we could have done one more swing out towards that other level and kept going. And then we traded sideways from 12 o'clock to around 2:30. And at that point, we did trend down just a little bit. And right here, you definitely saw it hit bottom, or the divergence happened where buyers stepped in at the 258 level at 215. And it was pretty aggressive buying from there on, as you can see from the positive and negative DMI. And the ADX line was following through. So you could have taken your trend line, moved it again over here, and kept following through, and it touched again a little bit here. So you could have moved it another time until 4 o'clock, and it pretty much kept that trend all day long. This was your trend line that you kept moving forward. Yeah, it dipped down a little bit and it broke the trend line. It dipped, but it kept coming back up, and that is your if you move your trend line and you look at that as an buying opportunity, and then it kept it, and you keep moving forward and you keep moving forward, you could have pretty much assumed, a good assumption anyway, that the market was going to keep following that trend line and going up. I'm not a good predictor of how far it'll go up or how far it'll go down. If it breaks that trend line, will it keep going? All I can say is you have to watch your DMI, your positive and negative, and especially not quite the 1 minute, but the 15-minute one is definitely signs that tell you which way the market is going to keep moving, and if it has strong support to move and keep moving in that direction. And pretty much this was showing it right here all day long. Green, green, green. Trend line following through till the end of the day. So, here we are, overnight hours. It did touch the 263 or two, got up close to the 263 level here after hours. So that's a good sign still that this market might keep going up. Um, we shall see. But for sure, today was a good day. If you had followed the trend line uh, that started at 9:30 and kept moving it up, you would have been profitable. So, yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks for watching.